Take out your Super Kids Club book. We are on to letter R. R like rainbow, or the action rub, just like the kids are doing, like Fritz here, who's rubbing with a brush to clean the bus. And it looks like Icky is rubbing with a brush. And then we have Hot Rod and Talk rubbing with a rag. So when you hear an R word, rub with your hand, like you're rubbing the bus to clean it. If you can get into the Super Kids, you can listen to the new song that goes along with the letter R. And on page 14 and 15, we have a little poem or some words that are in the song for the letter R, but it also describes what's happening here. So, what do you see the Super Kids doing? There's so much happening in this picture, isn't there? So it looks like a lot of them are using those brushes to rub and clean the bus. Do you remember why they would want to clean an old bus like this? They want to use it for their clubhouse. So they have to clean it up so that they can use it without it being all dirty and gross and stinky. It looks like Doc is not cleaning, but she's pulling some weeds that are growing up out of the bus. Here's Lily raking. Let's see. It looks like Cass and Tack are working together to get a bucket of suds up to where Icky and Tack are, or Tack, excuse me. Let's see. Oh, why does Icky have an umbrella? Umbrella. It's raining. Raining. Raining starts, or rain starts with the letter R. So I see some of them have umbrellas and some are wearing raincoats, like Lily here. What's Oswald doing? Oswald is filling a bucket with suds so that they can continue to clean and make the bus their clubhouse. Let's see if we can find some things in the picture that start with the letter R or the sound so that we can circle them. Let's look for the rainbow. Does rainbow start with the letter R? Yes, so we're going to circle it. Rainbow. Hey, does anybody know what kind of bird this is? With the red or orangish looking body and then black wings. These are called robins. So we're going to circle those robins because robin starts with the letter R. Here's a box of soap. Does soap start with the letter R? No, it does not. It starts with the letter S. So I'm going to put it right there. The letter S. How about rake? Lily is using a rake. I just had to do this the other day at home here in my yard to rake up all of the sticks and leaves that were left from the winter. Does rake start with the letter R? Yes, it does. Let's circle rake. How about bucket? Does bucket start with the letter R? No. But it does start with the letter b. So I'm going to write a B so that I can remember bucket starts with the letter B. What's this? It is a radio. Does radio start with the letter R, and the sound Yes, it does. So let's circle it. flower is growing over here? A red flower. Does anyone know what it's called? Roses. So we can circle roses because they start with the letter R. What is all of this blue, these dots or little specks of blue? What is all of that? Rain. So I'm just going to circle this chunk of rain because there's rain all over the page. You can't circle it all. So I'm just going to circle a little bit of it. Rain. Anybody know what this is called? We might use it in math class or we might use it to measure something. This is called a ruler. Does ruler start with the letter R and the sound R? Yes, it does. So let's circle ruler. What about hose? Say hose. Does hose start with the letter R and the sound R? No, it does not. What does it start with? The letter H. That kind of looks like the letter N. I'm going to try that again. H. There we go. Over here we have a rope. Does rope start with the letter R and the sound R? Yes, it does. Let's circle the rope. Did anybody notice this itty bitty little rabbit under the rose bush? Say rabbit. Does rabbit start with the letter R and the sound R? Yes, it does. Now, we might also call that a bunny. Bunny. If you called it a bunny, you would have to use the letter B to write that word. But you could also call it a rabbit. So we're going to say rabbit, so it goes with our new letter R. Let's see, who is using a polka dot rag to clean the windows on the bus? There are two friends using polka dot, orange and blue polka dotted rags. Rags. They're rubbing the bus with rags. Do you see Talk and Hot Rod using rags? Rags are different than brushes. Rags are kind of like towels. So let's circle those rags because they're rubbing and scrubbing the bus with those rags. Do you know what scrub means? If you get really dirty playing outside, you might have to come in and scrub all of the dirt off of you. It's another word to describe how you would clean something. So I might, if I have a lot of dirt on my hand, I might have to scrub. So that takes us to the words that match the song. If you can listen to the song on the Super Kids online fun, that will be great. But we're going to read it down here first. I will read it one time, and then you can read it with me the second time. If you'd like to try it on your own first, you can always pause the video and try out the words on your own. And moms and dads, if you are hearing that your child is doing a pretty good job with the reading and they can do it on their own, always let them try before I read it. You can always pause the video and they can give it a read and then come back together and do it with us. This is just another way that you can kind of challenge your student to grow at home. Rub a dub. Scrub a scrub. At last, the bus is the Super Kids Club. So read it with me now. Remember to point to the words just like I'm doing. Rub a dub. scrub, a scrub, scrub. At last, the bus is the Super Kids Club. Nice job. So the first thing we have to do is circle the words in this little poem that start with an R. So I see rub. I think that's it. Now we're going to circle the letter R in the other words. So let's see. Any lowercase r's, that would be this little one right here. Oh, there's one. In scrub. Here's one in scrub. Scrub. At last, the bus is the soup. Oh, here's a capital R in Super Kids Club. Great. Now, there are also, the last thing we have to talk about are the rhyming words in this little poem. Lots of times poems and songs have rhyming words. Rhyming words, remember, they end the same. So, for example, rub rhymes with dub because of the ub and ub. And it also rhymes with scrub because of the ub. And this dub and this scrub and ub in scrub. At last, the bus is the Super Kids Club. Ub. All of the rhyming words in this poem end with an ub, a u, and a b. So ub, 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 ub. Ub? No. Ub? No. No more ubs. Ub! Right there. Nice job.